My goodness, Harry, I mean, you are so impulsive, and really, you are so foolish, I'm sorry to say, but it's true. The world just got to see the first coronation of a British monarch in 70 years, and it was an extra special moment because actually 70 years is the longest that the UK has gone since getting to see a good crowning. It was a remarkable ceremony that was filled with awe-inspiring moments, and more than enough trumpet fanfares to satisfy the monarchy-curious masses. But way before King Charles and Queen Camilla made their way through the doors of Westminster Abbey, Prince Harry, the Duke of Sussex, was making his way inside, and he was trying to make small talk with Jack Brooksbank, and that's a man whose greatest professional achievement has to be earning the title Tequila Ambassador. And then there was also Edoardo Mapelli Mozzi, a successful London property developer. And then the couple started filing in like a whole Noah's Ark of HRHs and their other halves. We saw Mike and Zara Tyndall, Princess Beatrice, and Edoardo Mapelli Mozzi, and then, of course, Princess Eugenie and Jack Brooksbank. They made their way down the Abbey aisle, leaving Harry to make the journey all by himself, completely and utterly alone. If there ever were a moment that really captured the nasty wound that Harry has dealt himself in the last 3 years, it had to have been this one moment. The king's son left to make his way to his seat, just a solitary, pathetic figure. But what happened next may have been an even sadder sight. Harry was stuck between Jack Tequila Brooksbank, and then on his other side sat 56th in line to the throne, Princess Alexandra. So there was lots of waiting time where Harry could talk to Jack about, oh, I don't know, his latest gig selling Portuguese villas to the super rich. But Harry had to watch the official procession of his family up the aisle, and he was right there in the third row. The entire world was watching as their majesties entered. And then, of course, we got to see the Wales family enter. Oh my goodness, was it gorgeous. It was like something that was dreamt up by Walt Disney himself after one too many late-night grasshoppers. Upon seeing the Waleses, I think everybody felt a little shiver down their spines, all done up in robes and chains, coming in along with their beautiful children, Princess Charlotte, wearing a miniature Alexander McQueen headpiece just like her mother. And then we got little Prince Louis on his very best behavior ever, wearing a cute tiny little suit. Not only did they seem incredibly united, but they all looked so regal. They looked, and there's really no other way to say it, they looked bloody royal. And what about Harry? Well, Harry was out there marooned in a sea of cousins, and cousins' husbands too. It almost felt like we were watching some type of live stream purgatory for Harry. Never has the world's most miserable prince looked more isolated or more cut off, not only from his family, but also the future that was supposed to be his to share. Now, if we remember what he looked like at Her Late Majesty's service of Thanksgiving during the Platinum Jubilee celebration last year, well, he looked absolutely miserable. This go around, it looked like Harry was trying his best to appear happy, but I'm not sure if he succeeded. Or perhaps his life in Hollywood has taught him something about putting the old razzle-dazzle on even when he wants to pitch a little fit like a toddler. Anyway, before the ceremony began, as the guests were making small talk with each other, and as they were waiting for the real show to begin, Harry gave the appearance of somebody whose biggest worry was whether to choose the chicken or the fish on the flight back to LA. But in spite of his best efforts, the fact is, Harry cut a pathetic figure. He was left behind literally by his family as they were making their way to the good seats. Never before has the full weight of everything Harry has done over the past few years been so apparent. And it didn't help matters that Meghan, the Duchess of Sussex, was thousands of miles away in Montecito, California. She didn't want to spend any time whatsoever amid the very same people who failed to give her enough hugs, and who Meghan and Harry have regularly put the boot into. I can understand that, though. Of course she wouldn't want to come face to face with them anymore. So why is it that they decided she wouldn't be there to help Harry deal with the emotional pain? After all, isn't Meghan the one who said that they're like salt and pepper, and then in their home they always say you gotta pass the salt and pepper together? I thought that meant that salt and pepper were always supposed to be together. And then what about those trees? I mean, Harry said that Meghan saw these twin connected trees in their garden, and he told her, my love, it's us. But I guess salt and pepper and those palm trees had disappeared on this day. And then came the big moment during the coronation when William delivered the homage of royal blood. It was beautiful, it was powerful, it was symbolically redolent, and it was moving. How could Harry have felt watching that? Now, traditionally, all the royal dukes have paid homage to the new sovereign during the service. So yes, that means this moment was supposed to have included him. Seeing Harry during the coronation was really all about seeing the wound that Megxit made obvious. Well, now the coronation is over, and the king already took back the keys to Meghan and Harry's Windsor estate home, Frogmore Cottage. Reportedly, relations between Harry and the rest of the family have never been worse. So when, if ever, during the lifetime of his father, is Harry gonna step foot back inside the Abbey for a royal event like that? There is every chance in the world that the next time Harry takes a seat there, it's going to be for the funeral of his own father. Harry reportedly is already back in California, so very far away from his family in every single way. But at least he's got those palm trees, right? I can't stop thinking about the look on the Queen's face when she looked at Meghan during the wedding. The look on her face said it all. That is how she really felt about Meghan Markle. Meghan is a modern-day Wallis Simpson, no doubt about it. Wallis Simpson loved to hog all the interviews that she and the Duke of Windsor gave, and she would make him just sit there with his hands folded, twiddling his thumbs. Well, Meghan's the same. And just like the Duke of Windsor really deserved Wallis Simpson, I'm sorry, but Harry does deserve Meghan Markle. The best thing I think that could possibly happen is for the media to stop giving those two attention. The term that some of us Americans use is this: the worst gossip is no gossip at all, and it's very true. Wallis Simpson, King Edward, Harry, and Meghan all deserve each other. Harry got what he wanted after all. And you know what? When karma comes a knockin', which is gonna come soon, it's gonna be tough. It's going to be incredibly difficult for Harry to deal with the repercussions of his behavior. What I am sure of, though, is that the Queen knew exactly what was up with Meghan Markle. Perhaps she gave consent because she knew that she wouldn't be around much longer. And she knew that something bad was going to happen. In fact, she started to see the bad things happening before she passed away. But you know what? At her age, maybe she decided she just didn't want to deal with it. Maybe she decided that sometimes people need to learn their lessons the hard way. And you, what do you think about these couples? Please tell me what you think below in the comments section. If you think my video is helpful, don't be afraid to like and share it with anyone else who would enjoy it. And please don't forget to subscribe.